This is Kelso Surgeon. Thank you very much for joining for my weekend session at my College of Advanced Football Handicapping. Pleased to report that when Florida Atlantic got the cover last night against East Carolina, that gave my Best Bets Club, my biggest club and also a bargain price club, its 8th consecutive winner. Haven't lost a game since last weekend. Just wanted to let you know that. On the downside, I lost my opening NFL game with the Baltimore Ravens. Kind of a disaster. No excuses, because I don't think there's any excuses to be made. We'll bounce right back from the NFL on the weekend. Have 2 more 50-unit NFL plays that are coming. Now, this is a giant weekend in both college and NFL football, and I think we have tremendous edges in both of them. You know, before I get into just a little bit of handicapping advice, let me tell you what's in store. First of all, as I noted, my Best Bets Club went a perfect 4-0 last weekend, won with Alabama, that powerful win, and then at that free 100-unit play, Northwestern got the money. Once again, that was free to all members of each of my clubs, including the Best Bets Club. Coming right back this weekend with 3 more standout plays, highlighted by the marquee game that finds South Carolina at Georgia. Also, keep in mind that there is another free 100-unit college game of the week that goes to all club members. No matter what club you're a member of, you get that 100-unit play absolutely free. And also, you've got 2 more 100-unit plays. You know, I gave these 100-unit games away free because I wanted everybody, regardless of which club you belong to start off with a tremendous winning month and a big bankroll that would carry you through the season. So far, so good. Northwestern was the first one. Now, Saturday's 100-unit play, believe it or not, is around a touchdown favorite. I'm predicting a 35 to 40 point win. You don't want to miss this game. Now, my chairman's club going for another 50-unit winner. Got all the cash last week. Come right back into colleges and get it again. But up and down my services, loaded with winners. I intend to get all the cash. And keep in mind that in every single service, the games are available on this website, toll free at 1-800-755-2255. All major credit cards are accepted. You can buy these games individually, or you can get on board for a season membership, play the entire way, and each game is included in your club membership. And you know, I said it many times, and that 8-0 record in my Best Bets Club just proves it. You know, this is the bargain of the season. You can join my Best Bets Club for just $199, and this weekend get 3 more Best Bet Club plays highlighted by South Carolina at Georgia, and that free 100-unit college game of the week. Get on board today for $199. Start winning today, and keep in mind all major credit cards are accepted. Now, let's run down just a few of the things. You know, I like to look at the background of teams and the situations in which they play in. Now, I'm not recommending a bet on either one of these teams, and I can tell you right now I'm not using them because I have better places to go. But if ever there were 2 teams in a bounce-back mode this week, it's Kansas State, which is a 10.5-point home favorite over Louisiana Lafayette, and San Diego State, which is a 28-point underdog at Ohio State. These teams were knocked off last week by lower division teams, lost a lot of prestige in those games, and you've got to know they're anxious to bounce back, win, and get it done. Whether they can do it remains to be seen. Louisiana Lafayette, to me, looks like a very tough team. I can't figure out San Diego State. I know they're much better than they played last week. But those are 2 teams that are really on the table to bounce upward this week. Once again, just as a word of caution, I'm not using either one of those games. I've just found better spots. Now, you know, I look for things in history in what I call some possible mismatches. You know, Penn State's a 24.5-point favorite over Eastern Michigan at home. Penn State 19-3 against MAC teams. in its last 22 plays against them. We have Oklahoma State, a 26-point at up-and-coming Texas San Antonio. Oklahoma State 13-1 in its last 14 non-conference games. The only team in the country that in the last 3 years has been ranked in the top 10 in total offense, scoring offense, and passing offense, and they're just as deadly this time around. Tennessee, a 13.5-point home favorite over Western Kentucky. Here's a team that played 10 freshmen last week, 3 of them almost all the way, and the question always comes to my mind here, you know, Western Kentucky knocked off Kentucky last week and looked powerfully impressive in doing it. Will all those freshmen hurt Tennessee, even though the game's in Knoxville? That's for you to decide. We've discussed the San Diego State game a little bit, but you know, San Diego State has lost 11 consecutive games against Big Ten teams. Ohio State goes for its 14th consecutive win. In this one, it's kind of interesting. The Buckeyes are 67-7 in their last 74 home games. Now we've got Oregon, a 23-point favorite at Virginia. Virginia, a decent football team. Oregon might be a great football team, but still the number is large. But I can assure you one thing. Virginia has never seen a team ever as fast as Oregon is. And whether the Cavaliers can handle it remains to be seen. It is of note that Virginia is 2-17-1 in its last 20 games against top 5 teams and stands 2-6-1 at home against this same category of teams. Now Michigan at Notre Dame, Notre Dame at Michigan. Michigan's a 4-point favorite, and I think it's very interesting that the last 28 games between these two teams have been decided by 7 or less points. Do your homework this week, dig deep, and find the little edges that are going to get the money. I think the betting lines are very tough this week. I've settled on a bunch of winners where I know I have the edge. You can get all my games toll-free on this toll-free at 1-800-755-2255 or on this website. All major credit cards accepted. And let me leave you with the mantra that I repeat over and over again this season. The less you bet, the more you lose when you win. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back here Monday with our next report.